that rich dude that just bought his wife a freaking $5 million ring and shit.
Oh
And he,
yeah.
yeah,
Spaceman.
yeah, he can't even afford to pay his employees as much as he could afford to pay his wife. I'm like, man, and most of his employees probably got food stamps and stuff still.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
yeah, and it's like it's going crazy because I wish uh, all Amazons would actually pay the same thing going all the way through. They need to get paid equally as every Amazon's supposed to get paid the same amount, not different pay in different states and all that stuff.
Well, they didn't unionize it, did they?
Back east, where you're at, yeah. But
Oh shit.
yeah, New York, New Jersey, yeah, they unionized it. Yep, yeah, man, they definitely unionized it. But the thing about it is, everywhere else, he's actually getting like cheap cheap labor from everybody else, because they're
Yeah.
not getting the same pay as everybody back east.
I heard they really
And
strict and shit. They fucked up. What's up, boy? Gola. Yeah,
what's
I heard
going
they
on,
really
everybody
strict
in the
and
in the
shit.
comments? And
Yeah, I heard
what's
they
going
really
on?
strict.
This
Mm.
is Chester McFly. I haven't been to Philly in a while. I haven't been to Philly in about I'll say about 24 years, man. It's been a minute, you know.
Yeah,
I used to
man.
go to Philly. I used to go to Philly all the time. Straight from Staten Island. Take about like I think it's about 4 hour drive. Not that far.
No, not even. It's like probably like 3 hours. You could take the
Two,
train.
two sometimes. Yep.
Yeah, if you take the train, it's a lot
Yeah.
quicker. They got that express train too, that Excella line or whatever.
I had some great times in Philly, man. Other than like I always talk about the cheesesteaks and stuff, but that's like a regular out of Philly. Everybody knows that you can't get a good cheesesteak now unless you go to Philly. The best cheesesteak in the world, the house
Oh
of
yeah.
cheesesteaks is Philadelphia. They had they had a couple of spots out here in Arizona, like trying to name themselves like Philadelphia cheesesteaks, and they were like trying to like brainwash people. Like I'm like, I go there and it says Philly's finest cheesesteaks here in Arizona. I'm like, wait a minute, wait, hold up, we're not in Philly. How you gonna
I
tell
think
people?
uh I think Blantonio was telling me about that. He said maybe the guy might be from Philly or something.
Nah, when I started to ask questions, I went in and asked questions, man, and they said they weren't from Philly, man. I could I could just tell when I went in the place, the cheese wasn't melted. It wasn't like you know, it wasn't proper. Like it wasn't Philadelphia. You didn't feel the Philly familyness at all. You went in there and felt like you was in like a somebody that didn't know food at all. You know, at all.
I'm
Yeah,
not surprised.
yeah. I'm like, and they shut down. They closed down Chestermcfly. They closed down like 2 months later, man. After the whole sign and stuff and everything.
That's crazy.
I don't. He must have been selling sliced venison or something because he wasn't selling uh any cheese steak at all. I don't know
How
what kind of
much?
meat
How
he
much?
was.
How much were they going for out there? I'm just curious.
At
You
that
like remember?
time when it was Philadelphia Philly's finest. He had a green sign like the football team and everything, and it's like uh at that time it's probably like $5 for a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yo, that's better than what we pay here. Yo, that's pretty good actually. I pay $5 for a cheese. I wish I could pay that still.
At the time, but now it's like $13. Yeah, you paid $13 for a Philly cheesesteak. Yeah, we got some good ones out here
Yeah.
now, which is guys from Philly. Uh, uh, Greasy Tony's. We got Greasy Tony's. Um, we got a lot of stuff that starts with greasy. Because if your cheesesteak's not greasy, then it's not good.
That's
You know,
true. Yo, if
gotta
it
be
ain't
greasy,
clogging your
man.
fucking arteries, you ain't doing it right.
No, not at all, man. With onions and peppers and stuff hanging out the sides of the bun and stuff, the hero. Yeah, man. Gotta have them sauteed onions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I just
don't
got
mess with onions. I do it whiz without. That's me. I just get whiz without with ketchup.
Yeah,
That's how
I
you
love
say it here. You go whiz without, or some people I don't know. They don't like whiz everywhere else. They say that's gross. Like, ew, what is that? I like the whiz, man. I
it's
like
cheese.
provolone too. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I like the whiz on there. I think it tastes bang with the whiz.
top choice Philadelphia cheesesteak places have the whiz, man. Big time. You gotta have the whiz, man. It's cheese. It's cheese.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Yeah, but I got out of work this morning. Probably about like I say about 6:30, doing 12-hour shifts. And today's my day off on a
God
Sunday, and I'm
damn.
enjoying it right now. Actually, made me some breakfast, made me some sausage and stuff, and some eggs. And I'm early in the morning doing my alcoholic thing, drinking on a little bit of wine,
Hell yeah.
and enjoying my time off. This and my favorite cup. This is my favorite cup. The one with the green things on the side of it right there. It looks like kind of like a UFO. Sometimes, depending on
Hmm.
how much I'm drinking.
God took the day off on Sunday, so it's cool. You know what I mean? You gotta look at it like that. God can rest on Sunday, so can you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yep, yeah. Great example. Great example, man. Yep.
Hell yeah. I checked out your song today, man. I like
Did
that
you?
John. Yeah.
Did you?
What was
Right
it called?
on,
Like
man.
Boobity? What was it?
Boppity bop.
Boppity Bop. That's it. Yeah, I like that John.
Right on. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I try to make some music, that's out of the ordinary. It don't sound like anybody else. I don't care. People might say, "Oh, Christopher Jordan, you sound bad. You suck or whatever." But that's okay,
That's
because
haters,
if
man.
if I suck, then that means I don't sound like nobody else, and I like it.
Hell
They
yeah.
tell me, yeah, man. I'm glad you like it, man.
Is that your other so that YouTube page I heard it on, is that like another page of yours?
Uh, and in a way, yes, and in a way, no, because when I was doing that song, I was on contract with some other producer in studio right now that he's one of my good friends, but I'm not no longer with him anymore. So it was uh Frez Epic. It was EMG music out of Cali. I signed a contract with him, and we made music together. But I don't think I'm no longer in the contract. But he's still making dope music, and that's still my boy and everything like that. But we
That's
we just
cool.
don't make music again anymore together. Get together.
Yeah,
But
I didn't know if that was Blantonio on the background on the track, like doing the like I heard somebody with you like on the overdub. Was that Blantonio or
that was Frez Epic, Frez Epic
alright.
from EMG, straight out of California, out of Cali. Yeah, he's a pretty dope producer, producing dope stuff. He just got a new single out called "The Shift." I don't know if you heard it, but I can send it to you pretty soon. It's called "The Shift."
Hell yeah.
It's called like uh, you know being awake and knowing the world is shifting around and doing all this different stuff now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, it is the eclipse and stuff, and how like we only have two people to vote for this year. Like, and during the election, like there's only two people to vote for. There's no You can't vote for nobody else except two people.
Well, I
So
like that guy Kennedy. I think he's like on the Democratic Robert F. Kennedy.
oh
Like
yeah, me too. Oh yeah, but I mean they got to be careful, and I guess they put that out there in the earlier days, Chestermcfly. So they got to be really careful about like, oh, if you're not saying the right thing, we're gonna pull a bullet in your ass. You know, it's like,
yeah,
yeah, man. So they try to scare them and put that fear tactic down the road on them, so they're not saying the wrong things, which is really the right things. But according
that's true.
to you know, you can't say the wrong thing, because if you do, it'd be just like Ronald Reagan when he got shot. Like, Ronald Reagan was a good, great president, but
Yeah.
once they shot his ass, he turned around and started doing crazy ass shit. You
Yeah, he's
know.
a puppet for him. He was trying to make some lasers in space and shit called Star Wars. Remember that shit?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah,
man, I
that
sure
and then
do.
they had pictures of like it said like 2000 and like 2010 we're gonna have houses on the moon. and they're they're
Yeah,
showing the
yeah.
pic me. You know what I mean? We still can't get back to the motherfucker, yo. It's crazy.
No, no. Yeah, have you heard what happened on the moon?
Nah,
You ever heard what happened on the moon?
nah.
They went up, bro. They went up there and they went to this pyramid. Like it was like a pyramid shaped thing on the moon, bro. They were on the dark side of the moon, and
That's crazy.
they heard they heard a voice on the moon that told them not to come back. That's why,
Yeah,
yeah, that's why they're not going. They're not bringing their asses back up there no more. They tell them, don't come. It sound like probably sound like the Exorcist or yeah, get out, get out, get out. I said, don't come back. Don't bring your
I
asses
wouldn't.
up here no more. Yeah, man. They don't. They're not going up there no more. They're
Yeah,
scared as shit, man.
they I heard that when they were up there and, like, he was doing some kinda test and he, like, tapped on it, and they said, like, the whole fucking moon, like, was, like, rattling after he hit it. Like, it was like you know what I mean? Like, it was a metal structure underneath that dirt. Like, I don't know if
Yeah.
you ever heard you might think I'm crazy, but they used to say that,
No.
like, the moon was, like, put there on purpose and, it
Yeah.
could you know what I mean? Be watching us and shit, and we like the ant colony. You know what I mean?
The moon is a soul catcher because souls are made out of water. So and anything that the moon is affecting is water. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
we're talking about we're talking about water being a gas, water in any form. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's going to affect it.
Yeah,
So
like when the
so
tide comes in, cause like, the moon is, like, closer or whatever.
yeah. So even in surgery, like if you're going to the hospital to get surgery, you don't want to do it on the full moon because then that's going to pull like all the blood out your body. You know.
Yeah, I
So
wouldn't do
it's
it anyway, cause of bad luck if I knew it was a full moon. Like, fuck that, I ain't getting no surgery today.
I ain't getting no surgery. I might turn to a werewolf on the table. Be
Hell
like,
yeah.
oh shit, man. Hell yeah, man. I'll turn to a werewolf and bite the doctor on the neck. Yeah, man. What kind of cigarettes you smoking?
I smoke Newports, but I put it in this weird box so, like, it don't break in my pocket, you see? And
Oh, that's
also,
dope.
when people see me smoking it, they think I'm not smoking Newports, so they don't bum them from me. So when I go out, see, they don't look like Newports, but I use it because
No,
like
not at all.
it flip up. You know what I mean? You got the
Not
lucky
at
one
all,
in
man.
there. You got to have
That's
as
dope.
much luck as possible. Thank
Yep.
you.
It looks like a pack of playing cards.
Yeah,
Looks like
yeah, yeah.
cards.
Yeah, I get it at the dollar store. It's just you know what I mean. It covers up your shit.
I just smoke Newports. That's my favorite brand. Uh, one thing I noticed about Newports is like I don't know. You're smoking the longs?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I already smoked the shorts because I like the shorts. They just have a different taste.
yeah. It's better quality. I think I agree with you. But
And
I'm cheap. I'm cheap. I smoke half of it at a time. So then like I can go. You know what I mean? So, like, it lasts me twice as long.
yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, man. I want to tell you a little story, like how I basically like how I got into hip hop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, it's from my brother Kevin. My brother Kevin Jordan. He's my older brother, and he used to always work out and stuff, you know, and do a lot of things with the weights and stuff, and get buff and stuff. And he used to always be like, you know, I was young, way younger than he was. I was 6 years younger than he was. So he's always be like, hey, you know, I'll give you $20 if you can do 20 bench presses, you know? Like,
Yeah.
so I'll be struggling. I'll be there on that bench just struggling, trying to get 20 sets in with some heavy ass shit, trying to get my $20 from my big brother, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So and I got past that stage and then he moved on to the hip hop, you know. Now he's on to something different, you know, and I try to follow my big brother. I'm like, okay, cool, you know. So he moved on to the hip hop, and I mean, he was there. He was there with Wu Tang and UMCs and
So when it's like the 90s?
yeah, early '90s. late '80s, early '90s.
That's just
Cool Kim, UMCs. He was there with them and stuff, you know. And long story short, yeah, he had gotten himself into a little trouble and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And that was when the Wu Tang came out and everything. So it kind of like set him back a little bit. But being that he's my
mm,
older brother, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this. You know, I'm gonna try to do what he taught me. So it came from
that's
him
cool.
teaching me how to lift weights and giving me money for him lifting weights. And from that time of him lifting weights, I looked at him as like a mentor for me. So when he started rhyming and rapping, I was like, hey, man, you know what? I want to try this. My older brother's doing it, you know, just like when he was lifting weights. I'm like, okay, I want to try it, you know? So
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
okay. So I tried it, wrote my first rhyme, and went to the studio and stuff, and it was very successful. And the first time I wrote my first rhyme, I still remember it too. Yeah, man. And
How's it go?
I it goes, enter the flows with the chambers is packed with tacks. Don't fake no jacks, cause him and them sees up like a post is how we attack. Sneaks with knives for backs. Facts. Crackers fiend they get stacks. Smoking $500 packages. Mental brain damage in they flow go. Back to the man that's taking $2 shorts for two krills, nails, and sports or support a habit. Feeding their families off base users. We know too. I hope you do. Krills doesn't make people go cuckoo. For the white substance puffs like a Klondike bar in the freezer. Yo, I tell you a reason why I'd rather have the money. On the deal, this girl tried to play me for a dummy, but I didn't let her fade me. So, honey, I kept on going on swell G, making it, investigating in God. Now I'm unstoppable, baby, break wind. The buy breaks spit mace in the face. Getting the money take for some papes in the chase. My style you can't taste, your tapers are erased. I'm paced, looking on one direction to see already. Body's body, my style already. They're petty. Killing my dreams I eating regularly with a sharp sword to war people's boredom. Not a teacher, I'm style. ABCD, where I had to cry of a baby. I remember me after 73, filled with number funk chunk to come to MC. So, brothers, what you want, punks? What's so important to you while you're in the rush? You're all late, like the Robin Alice man trying to scam what I was saying while my beats be playing. Spectators want to find out just how the slumlords, I was down with the slumlords then. That was a little bit, yeah.
That's dope, yo. That's dope. I was feeling it. I like that shit. That was your first joint?
That was my first rhyme I wrote,
That
man.
shit
Yeah.
great, yo. That's way better than my first fucking round. My first shit was
Oh,
like
your
garbage.
shit is
Yeah.
dope too, man. Your shit is dope too. If you getting that freestyle like that and not writing it down, that's dope.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hundred
Yeah, that's how
percent.
I do most of my shit. Like, I don't know, cause I talk to a lot of artists about this. So like, I don't know when you go and make a song like so you like start by like writing it down and that's how you do it.
Me, I freestyle it first, and then like I'll freestyle it and tighten it up. Freestyle it, tighten it up, then write it down. Like I say like a line, and then I keep on saying it and keep on saying it till I tighten it up. Then I write it down. You know, like for instance, I can say like I went to the store, got some bread, and then next thing you know, went to the store, got bread with butter on it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah.
tighten it up a little bit. Then I write it down once it gets good because you keep on saying it. You can say it like Tupac. You can say it forward and backwards. I know he's
Yeah,
the
that
right.
makes sense. Yeah, yeah, that makes
Mhm.
a lot of sense. I like that. Cause like when I would try like with a beat, I would like freestyle it, and then like I would try to like go in there and just like perfect it. And then like when I would try to write stuff just to the beat, I noticed like a lot of time. I don't know. I talk to people about this. When I would write something to a beat a lot of times, and then I would go rap it back. Like sometimes it just would be off a little bit. Like you know what I mean. But like when I'm
Yeah,
freestyling, I could like kind of like correct those errors and kind of like, you know what I mean? Like go with the beat
yeah,
more. And so yeah,
it,
that's how I
yeah.
do it.
It's the free. That's the beauty of a freestyle, big time.
Oh yeah,
And if you checked out the Hood Smokers podcast last night,
yeah,
what
yeah,
the guest was talking about how like he was writing a book, and then like all the movies like Goodfellas and stuff always start from like when they're in the midst of it. You know what I mean? From the
yeah,
beginning,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's kind of like Star Wars when they start off like episode one and all that stuff come
yeah, yeah, yeah. It
later.
was
You
like
know, like
episode
that.
6 or something, or episode 5,
Exactly,
I think was the first John. Yeah,
exactly. So this they like make the main source, and they just like they like create everything on the outside. You know what I mean? Like
That's
it's,
crazy.
it's
It wouldn't let Gutter tap in. You see that? I sent the link, nothing came up. That's crazy. I thought like I've seen other people multiple. I guess you have to use something else like Streamlabs, like you were saying.
something. He tried to tap in, he couldn't get in there. You should have put him up in the corner or something like that. Maybe shuffle the camera or something. I don't know. I don't know.
I
Wow.
sent the invite. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't try.
yeah.
Yeah,
What up,
ain't not
though?
much.
What's going on, Jay Gutter? Got Jay Gutter in the building.
Got
Hood Smokers Podcast in the building. Yep. Chestermcfly in the building. Myself,
run down.
Christopher Jordan in the building. Antonio Todd, enough respect due to Brother King X. Yeah. Hey
Hey,
man,
run
I'm
past
gonna
the
come
war
out there to
zone.
Philly. Man, like I said, I ain't been to Philly in 20 some years, man.
All you guys is welcome to come out here. I would love to show you guys around town. Maybe like go to a Phillies game or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They just had the draft in Detroit, man. I was tripping out, man. Gutter went to the draft like it was like an ordinary day, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah, yeah.
you
That shit
know.
was cool.
100%. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I'm keep on doing my music, man, and everything. Hopefully, we all get together and do this music thing, man. You know,
Yeah, I want to
that's
definitely link up and do a couple tracks for you and Blantonio and Gutter. I got to get a better microphone. I know I got to get a better mic. But yeah, I'd like to do something. How do you record your music? Just out of curiosity, like what programs
it
do you
wasn't
use?
it was in the studio. My last song was in the studio, my friend's studio. I can go to the studio, but one thing about like all the studios I've been to, like which I don't understand, like everybody that I go to the studio, that's why I want my own studio, which is
Yeah,
coming pretty soon. It seemed like everybody's worried about the electricity, like, oh, I can't really pay the electricity and blah 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 or
yeah,
whatever, you
yeah.
know. And I'm like, if we're gonna make some dope, that will pay the electricity,
Hell
But they
yeah.
always worry about the electricity. But if I get my own studio, I don't have to worry about the electricity, and I don't care. Like you come to the studio, Gutter comes to the studio, Blatonio, Brother King X, we're gonna make fire. That's all gonna pay for the studio electricity. So you gotta think about it like that, But every studio that I went to, ever since I was in my like 15, 16, everybody's worried about the power
Yeah,
all the
that's
time.
crazy.
Yeah. They always talk about the power, like they need my bill, my bill, my bill. But I'm like, if we're making dope shit, it's gonna pay that bill.
That's true. But yeah, no, I get it. It's expensive to go to the studio too. I know a couple guys like, yeah, I'll get you in there, and they're like, it'd be like 1,500 an hour. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
I ain't got that, bro. I ain't
I'm
got that money. You
I'm going
know?
straight to I'm going straight to my iPhone. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's what I do. I use Vocalo. This app called Vocalo. I rap on.
You can go to iPhone and then get you one of them them Boise Bluetooth speakers, like
Yeah,
one, yeah, and get one of them like the mini Boise Bluetooth speakers, so you can play an instrumental or whatever beat you got on it, and at the same time record it on your iPad.
yeah. I
You could
gotta
be
do that. It's weird. I gotta like play. Like, I can't like play. I tried it. Like I can't play instrumental and then go on YouTube or something. It won't let me. So I have to play it like from a computer or something. You know what I mean? And then
yeah.
like do it at the same time. I noticed. I don't know because they want you to pay for like YouTube Music or whatever.
Yeah, it's a trip. It's ways around it. It's a trip. Oh man, I heard some uh what's that new iPhone they got out? Like iPhone 15?
That's what I got. 15 Pro Max. That's what I got.
Dude, they got like so much stuff you can do on that phone now. Like my boy, he's making like movies and shit off his iPhone 15.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit. Have you seen Hazmat? His name's Hazmat from Staten
N-
Island.
nah.
He's making movies Oh, let me say, enough respect to Hazmat, Fest Taylor out of Staten
Oh,
Island,
shout
Fest
out to
Taylor.
Fez Taylor. Yeah, I seen that episode. He was on shit on the Hood Smokers. Shout out to Gutter, Hood Smokers, everybody,
Yeah, man.
and Fez Taylor. Yeah,
There's so much you can do on that iPhone 15. I want one, but I just can't get one right now. But I want one, and I'm like amazed. Like he's making movies. He's like going through the woods with his dog, and he finds like a book and all this stuff.
that's
On
cool.
an iPhone 15. I'm like, man, the coloring's good, everything's good. I'm like, damn, this is dope.
You ain't seen I take sometimes videos or pictures of the moon. I've been doing that because I never was able to do that. But on this John, like if you film the moon, you could turn the contrast down and you could actually like film. My other iPhone, it would be like a light, you know what I mean? Like a reflection. It wouldn't work. But when I use this John, it works. You just because I got really good zoom on it. I want to start film. I got the Osmo. I used to film shit on my iPhone. And I don't know. I got the thing like you could put it on, but like it's the older one. And when my phone, I got the newer one. The phone got too fucking big for the thing. You know what I mean? Like that's the problem. I put it on the thing and it like it's uneven because the phone got too heavy. You know what I mean? It's bigger. When I got it, the iPhone was a little smaller. You know what I mean?
How many cameras? How many cameras this 15 got?
I got like three on the back and the one I think or two on the front, one or two on the front.
Wow, that's
Oh,
amazing.
one.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, yo, if you get, I don't know if you got like a phone plan. That's what I do. Like, I go and I just put it on the phone plan, and then I pay like an extra 25 a month for it. You know what I mean?
I need to. My mom says, "Oh, your mom always wants to be mom." My mom don't get it twisted. My mom don't have to pay my telephone bill, but mom always wants to be mom. You
Yeah, no,
know.
I'm on the same phone plan as my mom too. That's
Hmm.
funny you say that. Yeah. We were on a family plan, and then after my dad passed, like she was thinking about getting rid of it. I said, "Nah, this," you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, same telephone number, everything. Yeah,
yeah, hell yeah,
that's
it's
that's
easier
that's
that
my
way.
mom. And she would act like, oh, I really don't got much, but she always wants to be like doing something for you. She always
Yeah,
wants to do
yeah,
something
yeah,
for you. That's what keeps her alive. She wants to do something for our children.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
Oh yeah,
mom
hundred
calls me a
percent.
million times a day. Like my mom, I don't know, since my dad died and then like we moved out and shit. I don't know. I know she gets lonely, so she calls me, but
Oh yeah.
sometimes like she just be calling me too much and shit. You know what I mean? But later on, I might miss that. So appreciate when you have it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like I'm gonna call my mom. I'm gonna call my mom right now. On a Sunday, my mom's birthday was 2 days ago. She just turned 78, and I'm gonna call my mom
God bless.
and talk to her for a little bit. She's way away. She's in North Carolina. I'm in Arizona,
Oh shit,
so she's far away from me. You know. Yeah, but I have my brother out there. He's taking care of her pretty good.
that's cool.
Yeah, man. But I can't believe, hey, world, everybody in the comments, I'm tuned in to Chester McFly show. I'm
Hell
feeling
yeah.
good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling big. I haven't taken no steroids today, but I'm feeling muscular. I got all these muscles and stuff. I'm like, yeah, Chester McFly, man. Finally, I'm on the Chester McFly show, man. 100%. Yep.
You know what I always wanted to ask you though? Yo, where the fuck did y'all come up with that idea where you was like you pay the comedians to be your friends with the talent? Yo, that was so you came in, it was just perfect fucking timing. That shit was it was so funny, man. And it buried Tyler. He hated that shit. He
We,
hated that shit.
yeah, 100%, man. Ate his ass up like a shark alive, man.
Hell yeah.
100%. But because he had the same thing. Like he had one of his like so-called buddy comedian guys coming up in his feeds when he was like, I'm a
Yeah.
conscious rapper. I'm a conscious rapper. Yeah. Yabba 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 do like Fred Flintstone and the Flintstones, yabba dabba. I'm a conscious rapper. I'm a conscious rapper. And he kept on saying that. And he had one of his
Yeah.
so-called comedian guys come up in his conscious rapper show.
Who's it?
So at the time he
Darnell
was doing it,
Rollins. Darnell Rollins, I think.
Darnell, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm saying I know damn well that he's not doing that shit for free. Hell
That's
no.
true.
And it's supposed to be his friend. He ain't doing that shit for free. I don't care if he even give him $10, $15. He's not doing Darnell's not doing it for free.
Hell no.
So
Yeah.
that's we actually freestyled that back from just listening to Talib saying he's a conscious rapper and then like pausing and going to different places and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So we just
Blantonio did an amazing job,
he
and so
sure
did you.
does. He sure does, man. And you know what? That day we were coming from Buffalo Wild Wings, and the Hood Smokers podcast was interviewing. Matter of fact, Cuban Link.
Oh
Cuban
shit.
Link was being interviewed that night. Yeah.
That's dope.
So that was Cuban Link's I think third time on the Hood Smokers podcast, I believe. Yep. It was so dope, so dope. And
Yeah, I
like you
heard he
said,
was
like
spilling some tea on Fat Joe. I heard.
one thing about Fat Joe is that things come back on you, and it's not like if it goes back on him, it's not anybody else. Like people like to blame everybody else. They like to play the blame game. I'll blame
Yeah.
this one and blame that one and blame the devil. Oh, I'm gonna blame the devil for everything that I do. You
Yeah.
know, everything that I do wrong, I'm gonna blame the devil.
Yes.
No,
So it's out
but
their hands. No, you got to take
yeah,
accountability.
it comes back for you no matter what. Anything that you do in the dark comes out in the light. So
Hell yeah.
I'm I'm 100% team Cuban Link. Cuban Link's my boy. 100%. I seen like footage of like Fat Joe trying to jump in front of Cuban Link, like trying to like stop him from shining on stage and stuff like that when Big Pun was alive. You know what I
No
mean? So
shit. That's
yeah,
crazy. I know about that.
yeah, so and then Diddy, Diddy's kind of like his boy and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. They bros, man. I seen plenty of pictures of him and Diddy.
hmm they like sit around and then homeboy allegedly homeboy was like talking about like how Fat Joe likes to look at shit and play with himself. You know, on the side. You know what I mean? With a little,
That's
his
crazy.
little winky. Allegedly, he played with a little winky while you're looking at stuff on the side. You
That's
don't think
crazy.
like why would you do that? Like you got all this money, you got all this money. You don't need to do stuff like that. Like I'm so upset. Like P Diddy, he had all this. He can get any woman he wants. Why abuse women and do all this other stuff? Like do all this crazy shit when you got all the money. You can get any woman you want. I mean, shoot, go to the projects where you were born at. You can find a beautiful woman and just make her your wife. You
They
don't need to
say
rape anybody.
they say because allegedly he was in the dudes. You know what I mean on the download. They say.
That too, yeah. Allegedly, yeah. Allegedly, he was like busting up dudes' backs with a thing of Hennessy in his hand.
Yo, did you see
And a
that shit yesterday?
tack.
Somebody said he was getting with Carl Winslow. Did you see that
Oh
shit?
shit! Yeah, holy shit! And,
Yeah,
and
some
allegedly,
dude
somebody
said,
said like, what's his name? What's his name? The guy that made that one song, that everybody loved. Uh, some some Williams. I think it was Williams that said that he was giving PD some head in the room, and homegirl busting the door, seeing him giving PD some head and shit, man.
"That's crazy."
Williams. Oh, I feel bad now because he got the same damn name I got. Damn it, Christopher Williams.
Oh
Man,
shit,
yeah, man. Allegedly was giving Diddy some head, and homegirl busting the door and caught him.
that's crazy.
That sucks, man. For all the Christophers out there, messed up, man.
Yeah, no, I heard
Oh man.
yesterday they said Carl Winslow was in there. Somebody went in the room and they seen him get with Carl Winslow and shit. You
Oh
know,
my
from Family
goodness.
Matters. Yeah, like the dad from
Yeah.
Family Matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
They said Diddy was
Oh
getting
my
with Carl
goodness.
Winslow. Yeah. That shit crazy. And
Carl
then so
Carl Winslow's like this guy TD Jakes that said that TD Jakes has a power bottom, and power bottom is nasty, bro. Like power bottom, the word power bottom inside like the uh pedophile rings and all that stuff is nasty, bro. Like power bottoms, like you can have like 3 or 4 dudes on your ass, bro. You know, and taking it. And they said TD Jakes allegedly TD Jakes is a power bottom.
Yeah, he has picture with TD Jakes and Diddy and shit.
That's terrible, man. You're supposed to be a preacher. You're a preacher. You're out there with some backslider. You come out the pulpit. They always talk about backsliders and stuff. P Diddy backsliding and stuff. What is a preacher doing with a backslider? And then talking about ain't nothing wrong with that. You know.
Any of them preachers that go on TV, they got like jets and mansions. I ain't trusting them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You got all like that dude who got that one church. You know what I mean? They got like it was an old stadium. That's just great. But you know what I mean? Like you got a church like that, like you probably making a fortune. I seen they have private jets. It's crazy. No taxes. No taxes either.
At all. It's a how do you say it? Yeah, you don't pay money for nothing. It's the I forgot what the name of it is. Everything, it's all free. But
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about. That guy that has that like spring water. He gives the spring water to everybody, and everybody's
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, I took the spring water, and in 2 weeks I had $9,400 coming to my house."
Yeah, yeah, that's
I
crazy.
know exactly. I think his name is Joel Wilson or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Joel something. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he has a jet. He's like, "Oh, God told me He wanted me to have a jet." So the people,
Did you see that one dude? I seen a preacher getting interviewed by the police once, and they were saying to him like, they were going over his clothes, and he had all these Versace suits and all this crazy shit. Like, when you need all them Versace suits, you know what I mean? Like, and then
yeah,
he had a house that's a church retreat. His house. They were saying.
yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, all this shit with Diddy's crazy. I think they gotta go after Jay-Z next. I don't know what you think about that.
Now I think you're right. That's why you don't hear nothing from Jay-Z right now. You don't hear anything from him. I think Jay-Z's trying to like cover his tracks right now.
Yeah, because
But
Diddy's his boy. You know what I mean?
one thing about it is that when they raided Diddy's house, what's his name was up in that piece, man. I forgot his name. The one that little Scrappy beat his ass. They had a fight, and it was like love and hip hop or some shit. Uh,
Uh,
what the hell is his name? Him and Diddy were like tight, tight, tight. And when the feds went up in there, he was in there like almost butt naked or something.
oh shit.
What is his name? Oh man, yeah, man. And he's actually like trying to chew Cat Williams' ass and try to protect Diddy and all this stuff.
I know you're talking about. He said something about 50 Cent too. He was like
Yeah,
saying shit about 50 Cent too.
yeah,
He said Curtis. I know you talk. What the fuck's that name of
yeah.
that dude?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
His
what's the
name's
name of that dude?
on the tip of my mustache, man.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. He was with that girl Jocelyn, whatever. He went out with her, and she was saying he was
Jocelyn
a suspect.
Hernandez. Yep.
Yeah. What the
Yeah.
hell's the name of
It's
that?
something else.
Stevie something. Stevie something. Stevie Jake or Stevie J?
Stevie J. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
Stevie
yeah,
J,
yeah.
man. Yeah, he's a clown, man. That dude's a clown, man.
Yeah, he
Big
is.
time. You can look at his eyes, like when you like catch him in a lie, his eyes just like get like crunchy, like an old man, like how you see an old man all crunched up. His eyes get crunchy, bro. Like his eyes get real crunchy when you catch him in a lie, and then he gets really aggressive, you know.
Yeah, he was
But
saying
little
he was trying to fight
little
Curtis.
Scrappy, oh, when little Scrappy beat that ass, oh, I was so happy when Scrappy beat that ass, man.
That's funny.
Like man, and loving hip hop. Stevie J would say that he beat Scrappy, but Scrappy kicked that ass.
I believe that.
Yeah, and then
He
he
was
said,
calling. I think 50 Cent would beat the shit out of him.
well, you know, how allegedly, yeah, I don't even want to get into that because he 50's not fighting. 50 ain't fighting nobody.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, 50 ain't fighting nobody. You want no beef with 50 because next thing you know, you ain't gonna be talking no nothing. You know,
Allegedly.
allegedly that's what I heard. That's what I
Yeah,
heard.
yeah, yeah.
Allegedly, yeah,
You gotta
but yeah,
always use
man.
that word on here. You know what I mean? They funny. Like I don't know. I told you one time I did a live with Gutter, and I don't know if he said something, but they made me like take it down and shit.
Seriously,
Yeah. I think he said something about, I'll say like a pew pew. I think he said the G word. And I think that's why we got in trouble.
maybe one of my homegirls might have seen that too because when I went to work, she always has our little rainbow stuff on and stuff. And then she like looking at me all crazy and shit. I'm like, okay, it wasn't me, Maybe she might have heard some shit. You know what I mean? Because I told her to
Yeah.
tune into the Hood Smokers podcast. So she tuned in to the Hood Smokers podcast. I guess she heard something she didn't like to hear. Allegedly.
Mm.
And then she just got mad. Yeah. But we could talk about that too, Chestermcfly. How do you
Yeah.
feel about like the way people are like getting so butthurt these days?
I like, I don't know. Everybody just like, it's weird. Like, they said that in this one song. Actually, Tom McDonald said, he said like something like, we had South Park back in the day. You know what I mean? So we were like desensitized to this shit. And now nobody can take a joke anymore. It's so crazy. You know what I mean?
Nobody. I mean, people are so sensitive, man. I'm like, when I was going to school, we talked about your mama, your daddy, talked about your house, your
Hell yeah.
clothes.
Yeah,
Nobody,
I used to.
nobody went and got crazy and like shot up the whole school and got crazy and heartbroken and killed like tons of people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
These days, like I guess the kids um haven't been outside to eat dirt and drink out the water hose and you
Hell
know
yeah.
riding on the bike and get cuts and scrapes and burns and all that stuff. And now they're just sensitive, like I don't know what. So is
No
that?
African jokes.
I tell you one. I got one, and people might not like it at
All
all.
right.
Hey, how many Ethiopians does it take to take a bath?
Oh,
None, because they all go down the drain.
that's crazy. You probably like that junk.
Yep. How many Polish people does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know.
Me either.
I got a Polish joke for you. I got a pretty good one. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
So they said there was a Polish guy, and he works at this construction company, and he gets his lunch, and every day he gets like the same lunch. He gets kielbasa. He's like, now I'm getting sick of this shit. He's like, you know, if I get this shit one more day, I'm gonna jump off this building. So then the Italian guy, he gets the same lunch too. He's like, every day I get pasta fagioli. If I get pasta fagioli again, I'm gonna jump off the building too. And then the black guy, he said, yeah, I get chicken every day. If I get chicken again, I'm jumping off too. So the next day they come in, the Polish guy opens up his lunch. He got kielbasa, splat, right? The Italian guy, he opens up, he gets pasta fagioli, he jumps off the building too. And then the black dude, he get fried chicken, so he jumps off the building. So the next day at the funeral, all the wives are together, they all crying, like, oh, you know, I don't understand. The black lady said, if I didn't know he wanted chicken, I would have made him something else. And then the Italian lady's like, if he didn't want pasta fagioli, I would have made him something else. And then the Polish lady's just looking around, and everyone's like, "Why? What's up?" She's like, "I don't understand. He made his own lunch." You get it 'cause you Polish and shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
made so
Yeah.
much,
He
yeah.
like, I'm trying to get away from my wife.
That's an old one, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's a good one right there. That's great right there, man. I get a crawl underneath a lot of people's skin, because a lot of people are sensitive
Hell
these
yeah.
days on just jokes. This is just jokes. This is
Yeah.
something that I heard as a little kid, and nobody get offensive. I grew up in Staten Island, New York, where it's a melting pot. Everybody's together, brothers. You got
Yeah,
assholes in different.
Yeah, Philly the same way.
hmm You got assholes in every color and every shade. You got assholes.
Yeah.
So my the next joke I'm gonna say, what do you do when a Polish person throws a grenade at you?
I don't know.
You pull the pin and throw it back.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, and, I'm glad I grew up when I grew up, man. All these soft skinned guys, I got some tough skin. My skin is tougher than leather.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like all my OGs, like all my big homies from back in the day, they apologize for what they did to me when I was a kid, and I love it. I'm like, thank you for doing that because you made me tough. You
Hell
made me
yeah.
be able to handle some stuff. And they apologize. And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man, for what we did and this and that. From when you was a kid, we abused you or whatever." I'm like, "Thank you, man. I wouldn't be able to deal with the world as it is right now if you didn't do that.
Hell yeah.
And I feel great, man, that they actually took the time out to kick my ass. you know?
Everybody need an ass whooping. That's the problem. Like I think you're right. These kids don't go outside. You know what I mean? And they never got in a fight. You know what I mean? So they can run their mouth thinking everything's fine until shit pops off. They don't realize like how the world really is. I think it's
Nope,
because everybody tries to make everything like sunshine and rainbows, but it ain't that. You know what I mean?
nope, no, not at all, man. I mean, you don't. I mean, if everything was sunshine and rainbows, you wouldn't learn your lesson, at
Yeah.
all. Yeah, you're sitting on the couch, be a internet bozo,
Mm.
and then just like Mike Tyson said, everybody talks shit until they get punched in the face. You
Yeah.
know. Hey, have you ever been in one of them days like back in the days when we were kids and the child like you like get all crazy and shit, and then like you get punched in the face and it makes you see the sun and shit? Like, damn.
You see them
Oh man.
stars.
Yeah, man. Like everything's like really makes sense after you get punched in the face. Like, wow, this really makes sense. Whoa, it's a brand new day.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
got
my
punched in the
parents can
face.
hit they. I don't hit my kids. Like I won't hit my kids. I put them in timeout, and and I try to scare them and shit. But my mom used to beat the shit out of me. See, that's the thing with me. You know what I mean? My mom, I remember, would beat the shit. One time I was so bad in the mall, I wanted a camera. My cousin got a camera, and I wanted one. And she's like, "No, you can't get one." My mom took me inside a belt store and took a belt off the fucking rack and beat my ass in the front of the store. And that was normal back then in the fucking 80s and shit. You
It
could
sure
do that
was.
shit back then. If you
Yep.
did that now, they call the police on you and shit. I was thinking about that. I was like, she beat the shit out of me in the belt store with the belt and then put it back on the rack and took me out the store.
Yeah. And if you would have looked around, hey Chestermcfly, if you would have looked around after your mom finished spanking your ass with that belt, there would have been a whole line. If you would look behind you, there would have been a whole line getting ready to spank your ass. There would
Oh
have been
yeah.
they would have been lined up to spank your ass. That's how it was back in the day. You know, yeah, you get your ass spanked by everybody. You know, it take a village to spank a child.
Yeah.
Man, back in the day, everybody was spanking that ass. It was bad. You know,
Yeah, it's normal seeing that shit.
yeah, do something wrong, get your ass spanked by your best friend's mom, get your ass spanked by a stranger, send you home. Your parents want to know what you did. Once they find out that what you did was wrong, they're gonna spank your ass. You know, we couldn't even breathe without an ass spanking back in the day
Oh yeah.
at all. But now it's like, yeah, here we go back to saying this again. the government raises these kids now. You know,
Yeah.
the government's like that big daddy. You know.
That's why I look at it like this. It's like that what you call it, that Outcast UGK song, Players Anthem, International Players Anthem, when it said better. He's like hard from the jump, from the giddy up. Better pick the right one or pick the kiddies up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you
Oh
gotta
yeah,
pick
man.
the right one, or you gonna pick the kiddies up, man. Real shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100%, man. You got to plan it all out, man. You know, try to plan something out. You know, I tell you.
I got I got a pretty good one. You know, I mean, my girl, she takes care of the kids and shit. You know, and then I go out and work and shit and do deliveries and then do this YouTube thing. I've been getting paid on this shit lately. You know that it's like only $25 a day. So YouTube making
But
the
that's
rest of the
good. I
money.
mean, you getting something. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
don't.
That's good.
I'm not getting it till May 22nd. So they give it to you. Eventually, it's like every month. But now I gotta wait till like May 22nd and shit to get it.
Can you imagine? Like, I'm not trying to say like anything bad on the world, but can you imagine like with the Hood Smokers podcast and the Chester McFly show? What is basically the name of your podcast? Like, what do you call your?
Yeah, I guess the Chester McFly show. I started doing on the AI. I put Chester McFly show and like his picture came up, and I just used that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So basically, like, I don't wish any bad to happen, but right now, like the Hood Smokers podcast and the Chester McFly show, like if some another pandemic will come out and like people were like stuck in the crib and they couldn't do anything, you know what I mean? And the
Yeah,
podcast, since y'all the Chester McFly show and the Hood Smokers podcast already started, man, and it's gonna be buzzing on top, you know,
hell yeah,
big time, you know, as far as somebody just starting out when another pandemic comes out, you know, because now you guys are ahead of the game. You know what I mean?
I also think that YouTube gonna get a lot bigger because of the shorts. When they kick everybody off TikTok, if that TikTok ban happens, then everybody from TikTok who don't have a YouTube account will come over so they can start making shorts. I think, and I think that's gonna get it bigger over here. That's what I think's gonna happen.
You can see it happen. You can see it. Yep.
Yeah, it's happening already. You know what I mean?
Hmm. They probably just like want to like that's probably the plan. That's probably the plan. It's like it is just uh like washing dirty money. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
like come back and rewash the money and then send it through another platform, which will be the United States getting the money this time. You know?
yeah, because they don't want that shit going to China. China, because yo, they say like over there, like in China, like the TikTok over there got like kids like playing violin and like like doing math problems and fucking solving shit and building stuff. And here you got like these young girls like twerking and shit on camera and like people doing dumb shit. So it's like they promote the dumb shit in America purposely, and then over there they promote like the good shit. Like, oh, like if you watch this, you can learn how to, you know, figure out equation or learn how to play the cello or some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, we're like 5 years. The kids are like 5 years ahead of your kids, you know,
Yeah,
on a TikTok over in China. They're like 5 years ahead of the American kids because the American kids are watching all the dumb shit,
yeah,
you know. Yeah, and then the real shit, the real smart shit, like chemistry and all this stuff is being taught on TikTok in China. Yeah, you're
yeah.
absolutely right about that. You know, I mean, it's a quiet, depending on how you look at it, because I know, like, for me, I really don't give a shit because I know that dumb shit teaches a lot of people shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you
Hmm.
see some dumbass shit, you say, okay, I don't want to try to do that dumb shit myself. You know,
Oh,
it's
yo,
different for
Chris
everybody
Withdraw.
else.
I just seen some. I just want to give you a heads up. The Sixers game is gonna be starting in a minute, so like I don't know, like 10 or 15 minutes. Like I want to go like another 10 or 15 minutes. That's cool.
Yeah, okay, right on. Yeah, man. You look at that TikTok stuff, man. I mean, when I went to Catholic school, I was in Catholic school. I was like two grades ahead of everybody in public school. I'm like learning fucking all this new shit, and when I go to all my friends in public school, they didn't really know shit. I'm like, okay, cool. So I
Yeah,
figured that's how like TikTok is and shit. Like TikTok is like teaching all the everybody in China like how to be like 5 grades ahead of the kids in the United States. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. And hey, how many new drafts you got on your team?
Well, the Eagles.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I knew like three off the gate. They got the one dude who was a cornerback who Dallas wanted in the first round. They were pissed off that we got him. Quentin Michael, I think his name is, and he's dope. He's a cornerback. Like we need a good cornerback to get some interceptions and shit in the back. That's what we was lacking at last year. And then one signing that's really good. You probably remember. I don't know if you remember the player Jeremiah Trotter. You remember him?
No.
He played on the Eagles a long time ago. Hey, what up, McWig Splitter? And yeah, he was a great player on the Eagles. He went to the Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb. Anyway,
Oh, I know Donovan McNabb. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm saying Jeremiah tried to play with him, and then his son just got drafted by the Eagles yesterday. So they
What?
drafted his father and his son, yo. So
Wow.
it was incredible. And the owner was like, I remember you coming to the games when you were like
Wow.
2, and now you're an Eagle, man. So that's incredible to me. You know what I mean?
That's like Jerry Rice's son. Jerry Rice's son just got drafted in NBA too. I
NBA,
forgot
you
his
mean? Or
name. Jerry Rice. His son just got drafted too. For San
what's up,
Francisco.
Kendra?
I don't know. I don't know if we're San Francisco or not. I forgot what team.
Yeah, that's cool. I know. What should we call it? The one dude we had a couple years ago was Jerry Rice's cousin or something. He was related to him. What the hell's that guy's name on the Eagles? He was on the Eagles when we fuck's his name. We had a wide receiver who was related to Jerry Rice. He was
Did he
all
have the
right.
same last name?
Nah, yeah, it began with an M. I gotta think of his name. But he was Jerry Rice's cousin. I don't know, Kendra. Maybe you remember. We had somebody related to Jerry Rice on the Eagles that was supposed to be good, and he didn't live up to the hype. Like it's not Macklin, but it begins with an M. Forget. I'll
It was
remember.
like
That's how.
Irish last name.
I know. I just see the M. I don't know. That's how I remember shit. I have a photographic memory, so I gotta like kind of close my eyes and take
Yeah.
myself back there, and
See
I'm
the
like
pictures.
trying to
Yeah.
read the back of the jersey. I'm like, who is the? But yeah, he played on the Eagles. What the fuck's his name? I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I got like a shout out to give to. I don't know if you remember Mo Gardner on the Atlanta Falcons back in the day. Mo Gardner's my cousin, so I was like, hey, shout out to Mo Gardner, and
That's
Pop
what's up.
Montanier. Yep. Mo Gardner, Atlanta Falcons, hitting hard, man.
Was he a defensive player?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. That's my cousin. Yep.
That's
And then
cool.
Michael Jordan, believe it or not, Michael Jordan's my family too.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Michael Jordan's my cousin too. Yeah. My grandma always told me, hey baby, do you know Michael Jordan's your cousin? I said, no, I didn't know that, grandma. I said,
That's
oh,
crazy.
it kind of like made me want to be a little bit more in life. You know what I mean? Oh, Michael Jordan's my cousin, but I don't got no Michael Jordan money
Yeah.
at all. But one thing about it, I realized is that when
Jordan
Michael
Matthews. I
Jordan,
knew it. Yeah, yeah. See with an M. I was right. Jordan Matthews. Thank you, Kendra. Thank you. Good shit. Yeah, yeah. See, he was Jerry Rice's cousin.
all right,
Jordan
on.
Matthews. Yeah, yeah.
See how that hit? See how that hit?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like talking about Jordan and then Jordan and man, that hit
Yeah,
like
yeah. But it
I don't
began
know
with an
what.
M though. I was right. I was like, it begins. I saw it. Like I like my that's how I remember shit. Like I see things. That's how I do directions. It's all in here.
And that is great, man. That's how I know you do great music too.
That's how I remember my music. That's how I remember my raps. I see like how I did the song and like I remember I don't know like parts of like when I was recording it. You know what I mean? Like oh yeah. And I try to remember
Yeah,
that
man.
way.
What time does the game start?
Uh, Probably like I think 1:15. The
Okay.
Knicks. Who you room for the Knicks? You gonna root for the Knicks, right?
Hell no. You know what? I love New York, but I don't like New York teams, bro.
Yeah, I hate New York teams too. I hate them.
Yeah,
I fucking hate them.
I'm a Boston Celtics fan. I like Boston.
Ah,
Yeah, I like Boston Celtics, man.
they are kryptonite, yo. You know that, right? You know how many fucking championships the Sixers would have won if the fucking Celtics run around? Like seriously, think about that. How many times we had problems with the Celtics in the playoffs? I ain't gonna lie, man. They give us a lot of problems in the playoffs.
It's great, man. Anything from Larry Bird to Robert Parrish, you know, one of the OGs. They stayed in the game, and out bounties of Boston Celtics. I like to give a shout out to the best, the best duo team, even though they didn't make it a far, was Karl Malone and Stockton.
Oh yeah, and the
You
Jazz.
know, they
It's funny,
they
the Utah Jazz, but Jazz wasn't allowed in Utah
and
because of the
everybody was like,
Mormons.
"Oh, who has the best assist in the NBA?" And everybody thought it was like Dennis Rodman or something, but it's Stockton.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right.
Stockton and the mailman Karl Malone. They had the best assist records because they went to the same schools. They did everything together.
Yeah,
Yep. And then breaking them racial barriers, man. From back in the
that's
day
true.
when the shit wasn't good, they were still coming together, doing their shit together. You know what I mean? So that was a strong point back in '70s, '80s, and Stockton and Malone still together. Breaking them barriers, them uh, Martin Luther King and all that crazy shit. You know.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize there was a strong enough bond until this very day until I spoke about it right now on the Chestermcfly show. I was like, okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
That's was a strong barrier, man. Karl Malone and John Stockton was a strong barrier when it came
It
to the racial thing in America.
A lot of people overlook him. I don't know if you remember when they had the Dream Team. He was part of the Dream Team, and when they went to the Olympics, they say like Jordan couldn't go outside. Like none of them go outside. They say Stockton was walking through the crowd, everybody, because nobody recognized him as part of the Dream Team and shit. They just walking in the crowd and shit. Like everybody else, just what I mean, they couldn't do that. Like how'd you do that? And you're like, oh, but that's kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Yeah, it's really cool because you get famous, and you could not a lot of people could do that, you know,
Hell yeah.
at all. I mean, but Stockton can do it because I guess he had a lot of short people. Like I don't know how tall he is, but
Yeah, he wasn't
uh,
that tall. He's probably, but he was tall. He's probably taller than you think. He's probably taller than Iverson. Iverson was like pretty short. You know what I mean? He
I
was
know
like
he was
six.
taller than I know he
Yeah.
was taller than Muggsy Bogues,
Oh yeah, Muggsy was like 5'5", I think.
and then Spud Webb's probably shorter.
Yeah, that's true. But Spud Webb, I don't think he just played like. I don't think he was like a main on the main roster of any team. He was like a bench player. I think he would come off the bench and shit.
Yeah, but he did win the slam dunk contest that year.
Oh hell yeah, he killed it that year.
Yeah, man, I can't believe it, man. He looked like a little cricket on that field, man. Just like bam, just slamming all over the place, man. Doing
That
dope
shit was
ass slams
amazing.
too.
Yeah. Nate Robinson
Wow.
was another one like him. He was a short player like that who could dunk pretty good. He won a couple dunk contests.
Who did you say?
Nate Robinson,
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Nate Robinson. Oh yeah. He's kind of hefty short.
yeah, he was stacked, but he could jump. He had hops on him.
Yeah, yeah. It's like he's like on a pogo stick and shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
he's
going up
crazy.
on the fucking slamming.
There's a video of him like dunking on Shaq, like in the back. Like when Shaq was on the Celtics. Remember, only he was only on for a little bit, but he like dunked on Shaq and he was all mad at him, like pushing him off. Get the fuck off me.
He dunked on Shaq. I didn't think nobody
Yeah.
can dunk on Shaq. He dunked on Shaq.
Yeah, but he didn't know it. He was like,
Woo!
it was in the back room, like in the locker room. Like it wasn't like and he just jumped on him on the ceiling. And Shaq was like, "Oh man,
Man,
get the fuck off me and shit."
Shaq must have been sleeping. I think Shaq must have been sleeping on him.
Yeah, he was just like, I don't think he was paying attention. I think he got him on the sneak.
What would you say the best slam dunk? I know what's in my mind. The best slam dunk ever. When the finals came up. When the finals came up, the best slam dunk ever that somebody did. I'm trying to think of the
Um,
guy's name right now, but if you could think of something like who would you say like did the
I don't
best
know.
slam
One
dunk?
one one that's iconic is Dr. J. Uh, getting by which we call getting by when he played the Lakers in the finals and shit, and he just destroyed them. It went by Kareem and shit. And he dunked on Kareem. Remember that play? And then
Ooh,
the other one he like flew in the air like under the rim. You remember that shit where he
ooh
like had the
yeah,
ball and he flew under the rim. He was like in the air like before
man,
Jordan. It was Dr. J, and then he put
man,
in that.
hell yeah,
Yeah,
hell yeah. I remember that, man. Yeah, he was air, nothing but air,
yeah,
man, man, hell yeah.
yeah.
Hey, you
Jordan
remember
stole
that
everything for him.
when it was the Knicks and I think the Bulls. You remember when what's homeboy's name is what is his name? Was it John Stockton?
Yeah, John Starks.
John Starks. When he
Yeah,
did that left-handed slam dunk and he had all the Bulls down on the ground.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And you remember
yeah,
that when he just like got ahead of everybody, man. I mean, even if he lost the game, that was iconic. That slam dunk was iconic, bro. Because a right hand slam is like good, but a
yeah,
left hand jam, woo, that's fire.
yeah.
Left hand jam is fire because you got most like right hand people, and you got a left hand a person up in there. John Starks, bam, he had the whole team shook big time.
Hell yeah.
He was like John Starks. He was like a black cowboy. He's like from Texas or something.
Yeah, I liked him though. He had balls though, and the way he would fight back with Jordan and shit. But Jordan got him back. Remember, Jordan dunked on all them and shit. He dunked on Patrick
Oh yeah,
Ewing and shit. He like destroyed him and shit. Because
oh
Patrick
yeah.
said he couldn't dunk on him. He's like, I'm gonna get that motherfucker.
Kind of felt I kind of felt bad for Patrick because he never got a ring.
Yeah,
He's all
and that's
struggled.
how that's how I feel about Joel right now. You know what I mean? Joel Embiid's always hurt. Like, I don't know, but the last game he scored a 50 piece on the Knicks. I don't know if you've seen that shit. And he got the Bell's palsy right now. Did you see that?
Oh wow.
Half his face, it looked like he had a stroke. He can't like move his face, and he still scored 50 points. You know what I mean? And his knees all fucked up too. So if he could play like that every game, the Sixers gonna win the championship. But if his injuries catch up to him and he ain't in, I'm gonna be worried and shit. The
Yeah.
game started. They playing right now. The Sixers are up 6-4.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
right
can.
now, man.
Yeah, I can send you the link like when we get off and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Yep, definitely send me a link. I'll watch it right now, live from Chestermcfly,
Hell
live
yeah,
76ers, baby. Hood Smokers Podcast.
hell
And
yeah.
hey, how they say it? Like you got 2/3 or 4/3, and hey, this is 5/3 of the Hood Smokers Podcast with the Chester McFly Show.
Hell yeah.
100%, man. Yep, live
Yeah,
in
so you
your
want to give
face.
any shout outs to anybody or
I'd like to give
say
a shout
anything?
out to DJ Los, Blatonio Todd,
Yeah, shout out Blantonio.
Jay Gutter, Brother King X, Black Sea, Starstruck, Stanton Stars. Uh, I'd like to give a shout out to the whole Detroit. Shout out to the whole Philly. Shout out Staten Island. Shout out North Carolina. Raise up, North Carolina. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to my best friend Anthony Evercello. I see you, Anthony. Yep. Shout out to Chestermcfly. Thank you for having me on, bro.
Thank you.
100%, man. I enjoyed myself right now, man. 100%. I just came home overnight from work. You know, I haven't even ate no breakfast yet, but I'm drinking already. So just getting my little stress level down a little bit. I don't want to sound like a big alcoholic, but I know like, and you're stressing out at work, and you come home and you have your first drink. You feel your stress just go down a little bit. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. No, I'm gonna get in here, eat some breakfast, and just remember everybody, like now it's like we don't need any of the gatekeepers no more.
Hell
Fuck a
no.
gatekeeper. You know what I mean? We're very independent artists now. You can do your own thing over social media. You don't need nobody telling you what music you need to make or how you need to make it.
Hell yeah.
Gatekeepers is dead. Take that, all the gatekeepers, even in Hollywood with the movies. You can make your own movies now. You make a better movie, low budget. You can make a low budget movie that's better than a big budget movie now.
Hell yeah.
We don't need you guys no more. We don't need you gatekeepers no more. And did I say gatekeepers or did I say gatekeepers?
Diddy
Watch out,
keepers.
the gatekeepers. Yep. So peace to everybody on the west. Peace to everybody on the east, southwest, 100%. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Southwest Detroit.
I'm right next to
Southwest.
Southwest Philly. You know that, right? So Southwest Detroit, Southwest, and Southwest Detroit, Southwest Philly. Southwest, Southwest, Southwest.
All Southwest, man. Southwest Staten Island. Yep. Staten Island, Southwest. Yep. Right across the street from Manhattan. So it's all Southwest. We're gonna get together, man. Hey, Chestermcfly. We need to have another part 2 interview.
Oh hell yeah, we gonna do this definitely again.
Hell yeah, when I get some rest, man. I'm sorry, man. I was so tired. I'm like,
nah, man, it's great. I think this is a great interview, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Yeah.
And we definitely gonna make it happen again. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Right on, man. Hell yeah. I'm just at the crib, just chilling. Maybe we could do another one later.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. That'd be 100%, man.
And the Sixers win, I'll be happy as fuck, yo. They up by it's 13-9 right now, it says.
I hope they win, man. So this way, we get the interview, man. Definitely, man. That energy, man, it'd be dope.
Hell yeah, they were down 2 games, and it's 2-1 right now. So they win today to tie the series, and then they got to go back to New York, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday.
I believe they're gonna win too. It's the year of the underdog, man. I'm telling everybody.
Hell yeah.
The teams that you didn't think is gonna make it, that's gonna be crawling on their back. It's the year of the underdog.
Well, I'm saying, you ever watched like videos of Wilt Chamberlain or like any big centers like that? Well, we got him again. His name's Joel Embiid. Look at that motherfucker. He's the same. I'm telling you, he's kind of like a mix between Wilt and Hakeem Olajuwon. He's that good. He's incredible, man.
I'm gonna check him out right now, man.
And he gets going, man.
All day. I'll be up all day. I'll be promoting the Hood Smokers podcast all day long today.
I mean,
if you see like videos, old school hip hop legends, I'm posting. On Facebook, I'm posting all that stuff for the Hood Smokers podcast, and it's so much better because remember back in the day, you used to have the flyers and shit like going out in the streets and shit.
Yeah.
It's just different now. Now I'm like, I'm if I see something flying, something dope, believe me, the Hood Smokers podcast gonna get tagged up in it. You know what I mean? Oh, no respect to Mighty Christo, Black Jesus, Black Yeshua.
Yeah, shout out Black Jesus.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And enough respect to Cuban Link, Kiki Smooth, uh, and all the Latin Latinos. Hey, you're a Latino too.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
yeah, and so I'm giving enough respect to the Latinos in hip hop too, 100%. Yep,
Hell yeah.
yep, yep. Thank you, Chester McFly, man.
Yeah, no
Yeah, you
problem.
made my day today, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Hood Smokers, Philly, my girl, my kids. Shout out to Kendra. Shout out to Detroit Go Getters. Shout out to Mick Wick Splitters. Shout out to Blantonio. Shout out to Gutter. Shout out to Brother King X. Shout out to Christopher Jordan for doing the episode. Most importantly, all shout out to Christopher Jordan.
Peace. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep.
So
I'm
yeah,
looking for the game.
I'll send you the link in the thing. I get it on this thing called Dofu. I get it for free. It's like,
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, I'll send you the link.
Yep. 100%, man.
But yeah, thanks for joining me, man. And it was a great interview, and we definitely do it again.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother. Yep. I'm looking forward to the future, man. When we all can get together, not really looking like the Brady Bunch, but get together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta look into like the Streamlabs so I can get Gutter on the same time. I want to do that. So I want to look into. I thought we could do it on here, but I don't know. It's whatever.
Yeah, I guess they're like, oh, we're gonna protect the community standards and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's
But then
dumb.
they could have like one girl shaking her titties and shit all over the place. But then you try to say something, they're gonna cut you off. You know,
Yeah,
it's really messed up. The standards are backwards,
yeah. But that's
and
why
that
I gotta teach the next generation. That's why I can just try to be a good father, teach them, and hopefully they don't turn out like the rest of everybody else out there. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's all you
yeah,
can do.
yep. And that's it. But if they good like and the same thing too is like if they good like like they blessed because of you. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah,
like the person that you are is like gradually like going on to them and their genes and their blood and stuff. You know what I mean? So if you're a good person, everybody's good. And at the same time, like if you're talking about somebody being saved, they're gonna be saved because of you. Because you're a good guy. You know what I mean? So
thank you.
they'll
I
be saved
appreciate that.
because of you. You know,
I
that's what I
appreciate
say.
that.
Like with my wife and my son, they could be whatever they want, but because of me, because I'm such a good guy, they're gonna be saved because of me. You know,
Oh yeah,
so they're gonna be saved because of you, Chester McFly. So don't worry, they'll be saved,
I appreciate that.
100%. Yep.
All right, yo, and then Kendra, yeah, I'll definitely hit you up. I'll message you. But
Every
yeah, that
peace to everybody in the comments. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Yep, Chester McFly show. Uh, let's get it, man. And episode 1, Chester McFly, Christopher Jordan.
hell yeah. All right, yeah, shit. And Gutter just came in. We about to end this, John, because the Sixers just came on, man.
Right on, man. Yep. We're going to go see that Philly game right now.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so I'm just about to get off, Gutter. But I'll hit you up in a message, John, and say I'll hit you up too. All right, Christopher Jordan, and
Okay.
thanks for joining me. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Thank you for having me. Yep.
Yeah, no problem. And got to know
100%.
it's all good. We all, you know what I mean? It's all good. Go Sixers. Fucking right. It's 13-10
Go
right
Sixers
now.
for
I'm
Philly.
like,
Yep.
I keep
100%.
looking at that score and getting nervous. Yeah, they need to win
100%, man.
today. If they win today, then we good. But yeah, all right, I'm just gonna end it from here. So salute, Chendan, and I'll catch you again. All
Salute.
right.
Yep.
All right. Peace
All right,
out.
Chester McFly. I'll see you later. Yep.
All right, Christopher Jordan.
Peace,
All right,
bro.
everybody. Peace.
In the comments.